Hello there and welcome to another Commodore 16 playthrough, and today we're going to play through the arcade conversion called Bombjack. So what's this game all about? Well, there's not really any plot. It's basically you're this dude with a cape. I don't know if you're some sort of superhero or something, and then the idea is that you have to basically pick in each map, get all the bombs, which are the red things there. And that's it, really. I mean, you've got all these nasties that come after you, and there's a variety of nasties. There's these birds and flying saucers, and God knows what they're meant to be. Those grey robots at the top, or whatever they're called. And that's it. There's no real sort of sophistication behind it. There's no backstory about some long lost bat or something like that. It's just basically you pick up all these bombs, and that's the aim of the game. Um, it's a I think they've tried really hard to cram this all into 16K. The graphics are sort of functional, as you can see when I go over, say, the pyramid or the face or the Sphinx. There's all sorts of jiggery pokery going on because there isn't enough resolution to get both the sprite and the backgrounds in, which I can completely understand. The little characters themselves are quite cool. There's some quite nice animation. Um, I seem to remember the 64 version had a bit of Jean-Michel Jarre going on in the background. I could have made that up. I could be completely wrong. In fact, I have a feeling that it was the 64 version that I played rather than the 16 version, because this doesn't feel very familiar to me. I've also got it on Infinite Lives because as you know, I'm rubbish at games, and I want to play a few levels without having to restart it all the time, which is nearly as boring as listening to me ramble on. so, so there you go. So it's an arcade game. Came out in '84, and it was converted for all the major 8-bit systems, 64 Amstrad, Spectrum, and so on. So it had a bit. So you had a bit of traction. You can also, when you jump, you can hang. So you can actually stop yourself slightly when you come down, which again is quite a cool little feature. This was an Elite game. So Elite's great pedigree with the Commodores for releasing games. Their most famous one was actually, what was the most famous? I'm not quite sure what the most famous Elite games were, but they certainly released a lot of them. Oh, wait to hang, get away, bird. And oh, oh, what happened there? He came out of nowhere. Um, I had a great pedigree with releasing games for the Commodore 16 and 64, so it's in safe hands, and they've really tried hard. It's just the nuances, I think, of the 16 and the 64 are slightly sort of they're not really suitable for these type of games, as you've seen with the sprite collisions and everything else that we're looking at here. So I'm just going to quick look and see what else Elite did, because I know what they did on the 64, but I'm not quite sure what they did on the 16. So just bear with me a second, and I'll play a few more levels while I'm waiting for it to load. So 1942, which I've done before. That's an Elite game. Commando, yes, definitely. Frank Bruno's Boxing. I reviewed that last week. Yeah, absolutely. Space Harrier, yes. Aha, again, it's another game that I've reviewed. There was a Bombjack 2. So there was a sequel to this. I wonder if this is any better. I might add it to my list and see, just for comparison. What else have we got? Ghosts and Goblins. That's the one. That's the one that was really popular. Yeah, Ghosts and Goblins. What a game! Another Tim Follin soundtrack as well. Absolutely amazing game that. Yeah. So no, good stable. So, and again, we have to think about the era. We have to think about people's expectations. Was this horrific on the 16? No, I don't think so. It's just I guess it's just the sort of sophistication that came after. It was released in '84. So that's quite a sorry, not '84, '86. So that's quite towards the end of the Commodore 16's sort of lifespan as well. So I am slightly surprised that this is like it is. But what can you say, really? The game came on tape, and the tape was double-sided, and the difference between the two sides was that the other side had a different background. I think it's the Eiffel Tower, maybe, or something. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, the other side you could play, and that the gameplay was exactly the same. You just got to play it against a different background, really. So I mean that's quite a nice feature in a way, isn't it? Uh, I also remember this has been a really slow loading game, like half an hour easily to play. So yeah, it was cool. But yeah, I mean that's it. There's no more tricks. You don't all of a sudden start firing lasers. You don't rescue any princesses. You just basically keep bombing up and down, getting these bombs, and yeah, you just get a score. And the idea is you want to get as high a score as possible. So yes, so this is Bombjack. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.